How close are we to finally getting that settlement? Well, we've talked about it what feels like forever, but I've got some pretty interesting news you might want to know if you're holding your XRP, as well as another big donation to John Deaton. This could get pretty bullish pretty quick. We're going to break it all down for you in this video, so make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get into it. So welcome back to the channel, everybody. As always, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Do check out some of the links in the description. It massively helps out the channel. But XRP. Now, Brad Garlinghouse being pretty open as usual in his sentiment around the settlement. Now, we know Biden's dropped out. The also rumor is that Gary Gensler may step aside when Biden removed from office. So think about it. November the 5th, I believe, is when we get that electoral move in the US. Could we see a Gary Gensler resignation before that? That could be pretty wild. But ultimately, Brad Garlinghouse coming out and saying the Ripple CEO wants regulation and clarity and has stood by that sentiment all throughout this process. And finally, while the CEO cannot comment on the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit settlement directly, he was quoted as saying, "We can expect a resolution soon." Very important to reference. We know that he was on a Bloomberg interview specifically asked those questions. And right now, it's a little bit like listing your token on an exchange. You kind of can't say anything in fear of respite or basically it kind of going south. So we truly, and I still sit on the fence that I think we are very close to a settlement. What's interesting is when you start to look at what could happen with Judge Annalisa Torres. The reality is here, she ultimately decides when this case is done and dusted. The settlement agreement has to be agreed by the two parties, and then she is the person that basically says we're done. So I want to just take you back a little bit. This is a statement or response of Annalisa Torres in the nomination for the United States District Judge for the Southern District of New York. And I want to bring you specifically to question number 2, in which she was asked, what assurances can you give that litigants coming to your courtroom will be treated fairly regardless of their political beliefs or whether they are rich or poor, a defendant or a plaintiff? And I think her response is very interesting when you put it into the context of what's been gone through. It says, during my 13 years as New York State Judge, I have treated all litigants with fairness and impartiality, without regard for their political beliefs, their level of wealth, or their status as a plaintiff, or in criminal cases, the prosecution or defendant. If confirmed, I would employ the same approach. So what she's saying there is fair, consistent. I don't care who you are. I'm going to look at the facts and I'm going to make a decision on the back of it. And I think this is a very important point to reference when we think about the whole case in here. So not only do we have a potential Gary Gensler step down, we also have someone who is absolutely impartial when it comes to this. And given everything that's happened in politics recently, I think that is worthwhile noting. Also, recently, we know John Deaton is going up against Elizabeth Warren for the Senate. We're actually seeing this entire paradigm shift of lots of pro-cryptocurrency people potentially being in power in the US. Well, guess what? Ripple just donated another $1 million to John Deaton and the Republican Party for his Senate against Elizabeth Warren. This is actually pretty interesting. It says here, Ripple, the blockchain-based digital payments network, has donated $1 million to a candidate in the Massachusetts Republican Party Senate primary. The firm contributed the funds to John Deaton, a lawyer and crypto advocate known for his role in the crypto community. So this is pretty big. We also have Elon Musk donating, who is, we believe, pro-cryptocurrency. And then at the same time, Ripple absolutely securing their guy in the house. Very, very interesting. And that's why we're getting a little bit of a nice bullish move on XRP, consolidating at this higher level. Obviously, we got a little bit of a dump on the back of those Ethereum ETF newses. However, look out. I think we're in for a pretty nice move when it comes to XRP. I think settlement is coming. If it isn't here Friday, I'm hedging my bets on the following week, the 31st, Wednesday, a week tomorrow, I think is the last day this settlement could come in. I actually believe we could see it this week. Now we know Ethereum ETFs are about to go live. Let me know what you think in the comments. I think this is bullish. I'm excited about it. I think John Deaton to the Senate. I think Ripple settlement, ETFs for Ethereum, and a Donald Trump presidency. Well, what could go wrong in this upcoming bull market? $2, $3, $4, $8 XRP, $150,000 Bitcoin. Feels like it's closer than ever. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.